Go live again. And there we go. We're back. Sorry about that on TikTok. Sorry about that, guys. Oh yeah, I could multitask the hell out of this. I'm going to have to take Drew's marble and splice it into a really cool live stream, though. All right, let's get this all nice and done here. I have one thing I want to do on this marble. I think we're okay. Let's see how we're looking here. I think we got a really nice view here. Yeah, we got a nice... I think I'm going to put it on this side. I don't know what I'm going to do, which side. So one of these sides is going to get something really cool to it. But so far we got all the colors working. What's up, Heather? Hey, Fidel, how are ya? So if you guys wouldn't mind doing me a favor on YouTube, hit the like button lots of times so I didn't tank my entire stream to death. All right, let's add a little punty here. I got to straighten it out. Texas, sweetheart, how are you? What's up, Joshua? Lexi, how are you? I'm not on Twitch. The only Twitch I have is when at night when I go to bed. I had too much alcohol, which never happens. Here we go. No, we are on YouTube again. For some reason, it kicked on 2 shows. I don't know why. I'm surprised they let me do that. Okay, so we're going to pull that down. Got to get a nice little spiral. Actually, I don't like the way that's going. We're going to do a little reverse spiral here. I kind of flipped it the other way. All right, let's get it rounded out. I know it's a 20K special. There you go. Yeah, we hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. Which it's much harder to get subscribers on YouTube than it is on TikTok by far. All right, so we're blending all this together. Yeah, I think if I added all my TikTok accounts up, we'd have what, like 315,000. somewhere in there. All right, what I'm trying to do, this is a little off base right now. Maybe I'll show you from the side what I'm dealing with. No, I didn't get my accounts taken down. So as I'm rotating, you're going to see a little dip right there. I'm trying to get that to move around. It's nice and even right there, but there's a little dip. No, I didn't get my accounts taken down. My first account grew too fast, and so they flagged it for ineligible for content creator to get paid. So my first account grew too fast. My second account I got into a live stream agency that was full of crooks, basically. No, I don't want to say crooks. They just wanted you to constantly battle. And I don't do battles. I hate battles, actually. All right, let me straighten this little swirl out here. We're way off center here. This is not right there. So I don't do battles, and they kept pushing me to battle. And then when I said I don't do battles, I said I still need to make money on TikTok because I was not on YouTube at the moment. And they're like, okay, we're going to set you up as a TikTok coach. Like, what do you mean? You guys will get a kick out of this. So they're like, we're going to set you up as a TikTok coach. I go, how's that work? They're like, oh, it's real simple. You tell people you'll audit their account. You give them a piece of advice. You guarantee them that you'll get them 1,000 subscribers for the coaching or their money back. I was like, wow, how do you do that? You know, what happens if you don't get the 1,000? And they're like, oh, automatically always happens because you just go in and buy them followers. So you charge $100 to coach them, and then you could go buy 1,000 followers for $10. And that was their plan. So I quit. I abandoned that account and started this one because I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Not doing that at all. So yeah, I had to abandon that account. And I started this TikTok account, and I've got a really good agency now. I'm super happy. Well, I can't, they were, but I can't, technically I probably shouldn't say that legitimately. Or, although they just got bought out, TikTok got bought out, maybe the new people won't care. But yeah, I can tell you all kinds of, I can tell you how battles work. And how they scam you out of your money. You guys want to know how battles work and how they scam you? I know the secret. You want to know? Yeah, I do have an agency, yes. I have a really good agency now. The agency I have is fantastic. They're like way up front. They're super nice. And they don't bother me. You know, they get their portion off my tokens, and they keep my account safe. I can't ask for any more. So anyway, battles, if you watch a battle really closely next time, especially the big ones, go look at big battlers. And I want you to click on the top 3 gifters. Okay, the top 3. New Star is my agency, New Star. Go look at the top 3 gifters, and I guarantee you one of them will have like less than 50 followers and no posts. maybe one. Right? So what ends up happening is most of the big battlers, I'm not going to mention any names, they have a second account. And that big donator is their own account. So they're donating to themselves to get the chat hyped up. And usually they have an agreement with the agency that if they donate to their own account, the agency refunds them their commission from that account. So let's say they donate to themselves $10. They automatically get $5 back. And then the agency collects $2.50, and then the agency kicks back $2.50 to them. So technically they're only out $2.50 out of 10. But maybe they got 30 people to donate $5 for that. So all of a sudden, that $2.50 got them, a bunch of money. So out of $10 that they gift themselves from a private account through a VPN, it only costs them $2.50. And that's how it works. I do have an agency, yes. My agency doesn't do that crap. Okay, so a little special treatment on this, a last little nook and cranny in here. We're going to add a little crushed opal to the tip of this. So Drew, it is false height. What's up, Daisy girl? Drew, we're going to add a little crushed opal into your piece. It's going to look really cool, just at the tip up here. Just a little bit. Got to get it really mixed in there. Just a couple little nuggets of opal. There we go. So one little portal will have some crushed opals in it. There we go. All right, then we're going to take that and round it off. I got to reshape it a little bit, but it's going to look really cool. And there we go. Yeah, absolutely have an agency on TikTok. All right, so I just got to work this in and now. It's actually going to be kind of cool. I think we got a little silver behind it. Let's see if we can get a little glimpse at it. So this is the portal with the opals. You can kind of see them starting to form up in there. It does have a little silver cloud underneath it. So yeah, that is going to look kind of cool. Maybe we'll get some opal looking off to the side. They take a little bit to cool down and show up. All right. The other thing that'll work nice with that is if you put it under a light base, that light will punch through that little portal right there. So let me give my shout outs to Dragonfly Creation and Groves Glass Gallery. They are both lamp workers like me, and they are making really good content. But most importantly, they are really kind of past their beginner learning stage, and they're getting really, really good at glass blowing or lamp working. So you want to definitely give them a follow before they become super good and famous. That way you could say, hey, I knew them when they were little puppies on the internet. Now they're awesome. Then Red Squeak is doing some amazing photography. Give Red Squeak a follow because photography's hard. What's up, Christy? And then we got the rest of the mods hanging out here that are amazing. Big shout out to the mods. What kind of glass do I use? Borosilicate. Common brand is Pyrex. So Pyrex is a brand, not a type of glass. It's a little misconfusion there, little misinformation. But if you're not in the business, it would be hard to know. And I tell people all the time, if you want a little side hustle and a little fun, go out to your thrift stores and start hunting down old Pyrex dishes and sell them on eBay. You'll make some bank. Because Pyrex changed in the 90s, somewhere in the 90s. So all your Pyrex dishware currently isn't real Pyrex. What's the temperature of the piece in your hand? Oh, I don't know, probably like 3,000 degrees. It's not too bad. You just bought from ABR? Awesome. Real lightsaber? No. If you want to see this in a real lightsaber, go to YouTube and click on a creator called the Hacksmith, H-E-C-K, Hacksmith. And he actually took this brand of torch and turned it into a lightsaber. My favorite color is amber purple. Technically, my favorite color is the glow-in-the-dark glass, but I can't. That's kind of prejudice of me. I think we're done with this end. Hey, Drew, if it looks too big, tell me right now. I can shrink it back down and get rid of the opals if you want, Drew. I like it, but if you're the customer, so if you want to keep it, we'll keep it. But it'll make a nice portal, and it does have a little cool design through it. Let's pull it off to the side so you guys can see. So there's a little portal in there. And we do have some color bouncing through. There should be the opals showing up anytime now. Got the little ghostly color in there. And opals should be in there. I wish they'd cool off a little bit. I can't wait till this thing fully evolves in color. But yeah, they are definitely in there. I can see them, but while they're hot, they're not visible. There we go. Thank you, Christy. There we go. Looking good. Thank you, Christy. Thank you for the heartbeat, by the way. Okay, pop. All right, let's finish this guy off. right there. All right, got to let it settle for a second. Do its thing. Do I get a lot of condensation? No. I'm not working any tubing right now. Unless you're asking about devitrification. I hate that word, devitrification. It sounds like a Harry Potter term. Did you study devitrification today? All right, let's bring this down. All right, we got to get rid of that little nipple right there, and we should be good to go. Let's get this guy all done. I've spent a lot of time on this guy. Drew probably like, hurry up, dude, get it done. I'm joking, by the way. That is beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do one last little side view. You guys ready for some reveal time? Hopefully it doesn't fall off the damn handle. So there's the blues. Now that'll cool off a little bit. There's the silver, and there's the lime green. Got her spinning down, 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 down. Right there, we got a little spiral at the bottom. And then we are going to punty it off. So this tool is made by Dragonfly Creation. Dragonfly Creation makes these little marble tools. They are one of my top 3 favorite tools. And if you don't have one, you're missing out. Also works really good for ornaments. Don't necessarily have to have it for marbles. Okay, so once you have it like that, to get it off, you just tap. And it leaves a tiny little punty mark. Let me show you the punty without dropping it. So it leaves that little mark right there. See that little scar? And we're going to polish that right out. Thank you, Christy. We're going to smooth it out. Okay, and we got to let it sit for a second, because if I pop it in the kiln right now, it will roll on the hot side, and then it'll dent it. And that would make me sad, because I'd have to bring it back out. All right, let's see if we can get any color showing up one last time. I want to see if the opals will pop. Maybe the light's too bright. There. Let's see if we can get any opals to pop in there. There. Got one showing up right there. They're starting to come out. They're in there. Little buggers. What new pieces have I done lately? Oh, Christy, we've been rocking. Let me see if I have anything handy. I think Stephanie has it all in the house. I don't know if you were around for the skull pieces. So we do this. I might as well take a break for a second. We got the little skull guy. All right, come on, Jason, get it faced in there. So we make the little skull marble. There, we got the little backing to it, little fiery backing. Then we got the skull going in there. I do like it that it goes kind of 3D too. You see that little 3D effect there? And we've been doing the roses. Let me show you one that I do like. I don't know why this color looks so attractive to me, but look at that. It kind of has this, has a really unique look to it. And there we go. So now we get that beautiful look to it right there. But I love that. That just looks really cool to me. And one more version of that is the jewel tone. But we've definitely had some new pieces. They're all sold out. All right, flowers are bad to move around. There we go. This one has become one of my favorites. Ready? And that is cobalt glass with silver. Yeah, that is become one of my favorites. There. I love that color. All right. Park that back in. But yeah, definitely go on YouTube. No, that wasn't amber purple. That was just cobalt and gold. I need some... I need some Mountain Dew. Not all the marbles turned out, though. I got some cracky ones. You guys want to see why crack is bad? I'll show you. Crack is bad. This is my crack is bad marble. Actually, there's two of them. And it sucks because they were really good marbles too. So this one was kind of, oh, got to do side view. Sorry, I'm just taking a break for a second while I'm showing these guys off. So this one was kind of cool. It has the multi-tier on it, and then we got the uranium way deep inside. So it was like a peekaboo marble. So you could kind of look inside, and it had this little cool peekaboo coil. But yeah, that sucker shattered all the way. I don't know why this one shattered. Pissed me off. And then this one, I know it shattered because of the green. I thought I could get away with it, but no, it definitely cracked in the green. It was a pretty marble too. Check that out. See? That's what sucks. I put a little uranium on it, and it just cracked. There we go. All right, we got to make some flowers. I got to make a flower. And we got some cool glass up here, so might as well make something kind of cool. We'll do a off the menu flower. I should do another uranium one. Oh, we could do amber purple. So should we do amber purple or uranium? You guys decide in chat. Uranium, amber purple. You guys decide. I'll let you decide. And I'll go grab some amber purple just in case. While you guys are doing that. Let's see, I need a thicky, chunky monkey here. A little bit thicker than that. And there we go. All right, there's two clear or amber purples. And I did pull a big ass chunk of amber purple from not seconds, but shorts. Okay, yeah, we got lots of amber purple going. All right, we could do amber purple. Thank you for the rockin' shroom. All right, let's do amber purple. If we have time, we'll do a uranium. I'm okay with that too. But let's get it going. Mountain Dew. Need caffeine. All right. So amber purple is probably my favorite color in a stock form. And it has a very unique property to it. You can change the color according to the flame. And when it's all finished. And how you interact with it. I'll show you a brief example, but you're going to, as we start making this guy, you're going to see it kind of evolve as we start going through it. I thought I put a little sample of it over here. I guess I did not. All right, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Oh, I need my pliers. I can be able to make it without flatteners. So this color will interact with the flame in specific ways as we start going through. You're going to see it change as I start forming this guy. I do show you about every third or fourth petal, how we're building it up, and what it looks like along the way. I like to include the audience in the participation. So first thing I do is I have what I call the taco petal. It looks like a taco. Let's see, what is anybody saying? Okay, Bubbles, it doesn't want to give out pieces online, collect marbles. Yeah, you guys got to remember, I'm going through two chats. You know, we got YouTube and TikTok going multi-streaming. So if I'm not answering your question right away, and I got to do that whole, pay attention to the glass thing every once in a while. Okay, so this is the taco petal. It literally looks like a taco. And that's the first one I do. The rest of it, here we go. We'll start adding petals. Yeah, I don't do prices online. It just, too much back and forth between people. There's like a bunch of people other than one person asking about prices. So if you have a question on prices, you can go to thefieryguy.com. Most of the pricing's there. If it's not there, just send us an email. But I don't go back and forth discussing prices because I want to show everybody the process. And I'm not really on a sales pitch for this. I'm kind of having fun showing the process. And here we go. Two more petals. I'll show you where we're at. Yeah, we're making a flower right now. This is the amber purple flower. It's kind of cool. It's definitely going to morph into, I guess in certain lights, it's very amber, like really ambery color, dark brown amber. And then when you have a bright light on it, it goes purple blue. And we're going to push all those in. So this tool right here is just a graphite rod or reamer, and it just helps me shape the petals into that space. I just killed a bug. That bug went flying. Okay, we're going to melt this in. I'm going to pull the view in a little closer too. It's pretty far away to see this. We're going to zoom in. Okay, let's do the zoom first a little bit. Let's bring you guys in a little closer there. That'll be easier to see. And there is the petals that we're starting off with. See how the color looks a little different right now? The outside petal, really. So it's going to look totally different than what you're seeing here as we start going through. But you can see the colors changing a little. And as we get larger and larger and larger, it's going to completely change as we keep growing. Yeah, this is going to be a beautiful piece when it's all done. Get that out of the way. Okay, and there we go. So again, about every third or fourth petal, I'll show you where we're at. Good night, cruising. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for helping with the modding. And here we go. Pop the next one on. Okay, so we're good there. Let's bring it in. Did I sell the last amber purple flower? I don't think I did an amber purple one last night. We did the blue. We did the green with the Lucy color. So there we are. We got. See, we're starting to get a little flowery shape going. You know what's crazy about that chandelier? I'm gonna ruin it for you, kind of. It's held together with shower clips. You know, the little shower curtain clips? Yeah, that's what it's held together with. All right, 3 more petals. And we're going to fuse that in there. Whatever works, that's right. Well, it works actually quite well. I am going to move this camera a little bit different here. Bump, bump, bump. There. Don't need to see the whole bottom of the bench. We're doing the rows. No, part of it is explaining that it's pretty simple to put together. The nice thing about the shower clip option is you can rearrange that chandelier however you want. You can make it wider. You can make it more narrow, just depending on how you put the baubles on there. So if you put the larger round items towards the bottom, it becomes wider. If you put the skinny ones all facing down first and then the bigger ones up there, then it just becomes tall. And then you could do a combination of both. But you could definitely rearrange it an infinite number of ways. Good night, Michael. All right, let's get it going. Happy Friday to everybody. Thank you for hanging with me. I'm glad to see everybody. Hopefully you're going to have a fantastic weekend. Fuse that in there. All right, so that's the next 3. What's up, Charlie? How are you? So you can see the colors getting darker and darker in the center as we start coming out here. And then the outside petals are still in that clear form. And they keep getting darker and darker as we're going through. But this is its little magic here. Starting to get its color out. We're not done yet, but we're getting a little color to it. Oh, just wait. When this guy gets done, it's beautiful. This is a fantastic color to work with. All right. Let's go back to normal view. I always forget to go this. All right, so we do have to increase the size of the glass so we can start making bigger petals. Bang it out like nothing. Well, a couple thousand of these, yeah, you get pretty okay at them. Have I ever done gold fume with the amber purple? Yeah. Wait till you, Christy. Wait till you see. I'll show you a little something when we're done. If you're going to hang out for a little bit, I'll show you a little trick with this guy, with this color we discovered. But yeah, we can definitely add gold. But there's one little thing that makes it better. It's like my happy place. All right, so you're definitely going to notice a size difference in here. What about purple, black, and blue? Yeah, we could definitely do it. That would be an off the menu coloring, but yeah, we could definitely do it. Can absolutely do it. I might be on tomorrow morning. Stephanie's going out for a hangout with her friend, so I might be on in the morning. So I might wake up and decide to melt some glass early. Oh. I touched the pedal. Got to split it. And there we go. So you don't want the pedals to really touch on the tips. So when that happens, you got to take scissors and cut them. We're going to go kind of big on this one. I'm going to make this a little bigger than normal. Just because we can. Let's bring it in and smooth it out. Now this is going to look a little goofy until we get a few more larger pedals on here. It's going to start looking a little goofy, way off. And that's okay. So again, like I said, about every third or fourth pedal, I do bring it out so I can show you. And you can see that purple starting to come out right there. We're not done yet, but you can see a little bit of color coming in. There's the big goofy pedals. Oops, excuse me. What the hell? Do I stay away from colors that don't mix well? No. I don't mind any color. Go on, Fritz. Fritzy's been in here being a good boy until he decided to burp. At least he didn't fart. That's when it's like, yeah, Fritzy's in here. And now he's heading out. Yeah, if he has to pass gas, oh my God. That's a bad day. Yeah, Fritz is a dog. He's a giant schnauzer. There's no heat. It's actually pretty cold in here. Yeah, it's not hot at all. The flame is very, very, very focused. It doesn't even get hot on the torch like that. So, yeah, don't do that on any other torch, though. Actually, it feels good right now. It's cold. All right, let's grab another petal here. Where are we going? Right there. What type of tank am I running? I have a liquid tank at the moment, and it's outside. Propane tank's outside. I don't keep any gas inside. No outside gas. Or inside gas, damn it. Except for when Fritz farts. Then that's the only inside gas I have. And we're going to bring it in. Meld that in there, nice and tight. We're starting to look good. I think I could go a little bit more. Am I making a fish? No, making a bear. Here we go. And look at the colors starting to come out now. We're not even close to done yet, though. We have a lot of color left to bring out of here. This is just the beginning. That is just the beginning. Branded torch, Glass Torch Technologies, GTT, out of Pennsylvania. And the model is the Kabuki. Now I could ruin it for you. If you're a Beavis and Butthead fan, you could hear Beavis saying the word Kabuki. Kabuki. All right, here we go. And we're going to meld that in. Two more to go at least. So I'm just kind of chilling on it. I should technically be done. Christy, thank you for the rockin' shrooms. That thing is freaking cool. I love that. I like that one. I had never chose it before. I think it's cool. All right, let's go. And we're just going to push that right in there. One more to go. I think it only needs one more. I think we'll be good after this. Then we're going to work on the color. Good night, Colleen. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you, Colleen. And right there. And smoosh it in. Okay. Yeah, we've done multiple flowers ago. I'll make as many flowers as someone wants. It's just money-wise. That's all. It's just money. It's like race cars. You can go as fast as you want. Just takes money. Absolutely, we can do it, though. All right, so there we are. We got the flowers going in. First thing I got to do before I reveal it, so this little section down here, the flowers are not, the petals are not completely joined to the stem very well. So we got that little gap right in there. So I always weld that together in 3 little spots here. It makes the stem and the flower and the petals all joined together a lot better. and it stabilizes the flower. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to fuse them together and make it look good. So I try to make it look like simulated little leaves coming off. Doesn't have to be very big, just enough to lock all that in place. There we go, there's one. And we're going to come over for round number 2 here. And the third one right here. Then we're going to fuse all that in a little bit. Just kind of let it get hot, blend together. It's all good to go right there. All right, and then we're going to heat up here, keep this guy hot while that's cooling a little bit. Oh, wait till you see this color. And we have a little special trick for it tonight. Tips and tricks. That sounds like a hooker. Tips and tricks. Sorry. Been watching too many crime dramas. All right, side view. This will be a cool side view. If you like screenshots of stuff, here you go. Get these little hot shots going. Get that little buzzing red off there. All right, so we're going to bring it in. I'm going to show you the color real quick. I hope you guys are ready for this. Actually, I'm going to show you from behind. Here we go. Look how ambery that is, right? You ready for the secret? Here we go. We got a beautiful banquet of color right there. But we're not done. Here comes the secret sauce. So this, wow, that's a lot. I use borax laundry soap to kind of enhance the glass a little. So it is borax laundry soap. It really is borax. And we're going to take it up here and we're going to fume it right onto the amber purple. Just like we do silver or gold. Probably giving away all my secrets for free here. Yep, really it is borax laundry soap. Really, truly it is. And then watch. See how much more purple it got? I just gave away all my secrets to everybody watching that's a glassblower going, oh my God, I never knew you could do that. A little bit more. And that's why I'm creating a Patreon account, so you could learn all this crap. A little bit more. Yeah, I'm going to create a Patreon or a school account, SKOOL. I think I'm going to do Patreon, though. Let's get this nice and fused on there. Little borax. There we go. Now, it should be ultra, ultra, ultra bright purple now. There we go. Get it right up. See how it kind of makes all those little purpley colors come out? This camera, this webcam is like one of the best webcams I've ever seen. That is so close. That's insane. All right, I've got to move some stuff around. And that is the beauty of amber purple. Okay, let's pop it out a little bit. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do a mic check. Okay, sorry about that. There we go. All right, let's fix the camera view. Boom. You fell asleep? Oh, that's awesome. A lot of people say it's very relaxing. A lot of people do say it's relaxing. I have all this color here. We should do a funky, cool color combo. Although I do need to fill some orders. We should do a red one real quick. Let's do gold. I need to do a straight up gold flower. I'll haul ass at it. I promise it won't take long. We'll go really quick. We won't take very long. I'll pop it in a little bit closer though. Right about there. Let's get rid of that too. Let's speed run it. I'll still show you about every third or fourth petal, what it looks like, and we'll go from there. We'll make it happen. And squishy and squishy. Two more to go and I'll show you where we're at. And let's bring it in. So this is where the 3-stage is. So we got the 3 petals and the taco petal on. Again, it doesn't look like much as we start going through, okay? It looks actually pretty crappy. But once we start going, it gets better and better. No, I don't do any functional. Bayo, thank you so much for sending the membership. Appreciate you. You're making my channel so much better. Thank you. Yeah, no function. There's no lack of inventory for functional. Okay, I don't have a problem with the industry at all. Okay, I'll make that abundantly clear. I don't have a problem with the industry. I just don't see a need for me to make anything for it. And to be honest, I'm super, super busy. No, I do blown glass. Christmas time, I almost said a bad thing. Christmas time, we're doing ornaments. There's so many glassblower jokes out there. If I say the wrong thing, I know it's going to get translated in bad form. All right, here we go. And this is kid friendly, so I do keep my channel very PG. Because we do have kids watching, and I enjoy having young adults and young kids watching to learn this and hopefully inspire them to go ahead and take it up someday. You never know. You may spark an interest in a kid. Is the functional glass market too busy? No. It's just flooded. Functional market's like overrun. You know, it used to be back in the day, man, it was like the gold rush of glass. From 2001 to probably, well, no, not 2001. I'd say 1998 to 2006 was an absolute gold rush. Well, I grew up with it. My mom started when I was 2 years old. So I grew up with it. You sold 100 pieces today? Well, good for you. But probably not back in like we did in the heyday, Mike. Back then it was like gold rush. But yeah, the functional market's flooded. I mean, it's just consumed, especially with a lot of imports coming in. And a lot of people are moving to electronics. Like, I think they're called Puffco. I'm not sure. I think it's, maybe I'm saying it wrong. Puffco. All right, so we got some side view here. So we got the flowers going. We're going to get some more going. We're going to make a little bigger petals from here on out. Electric glass like Puffco. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are moving to that. And then we're going to add in bigger petals. Yeah, you know what? I'm very happy for you, Mike. I'm happy that you're making a living at it. I seriously am. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the industry. But as I said, there's no lack of inventory. There's no need for me to make them. You know, at one time I had 40 glass blowers making those pieces for one customer back in the heyday. We were pumping out 35,000 pieces a month. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get this fused in. Yeah, you got to mention marble. Thank you, John. Yeah, the marbles are, I think we sold out of the marbles from the grab bag. We need to make some tonight, maybe. I know we had like a bunch of marbles and they all sold. Oh, don't you do it. Fuse that in there. What's up, Dragonfly? And Christy, thank you for the Go Populars. John White, have a good night. Thank you so much, John. I got 2 Johns going. Thank you, John White, for hanging in and modding. I really appreciate it. I'll see you later. Thank you again. And here we go. Probably got 3 more pedals after this. Ah, damn it. I attached it. Gotta cut it. There we go. I hate it when that happens. And again, thank you mods, everybody, and members and subscribers. We hit the 20,000 mark on YouTube, which is pretty good for 4 months in. Not bad. You guys helped kick butt. And thank you for always promoting it and making it work. And hanging with me. TikTok, we're ramping back up. I think with the new takeover of TikTok, we should have a pretty good run at the algorithm again. I was a little frustrated by it before. I think the TikTok algorithm changed more than Windows updates. It was a constant change. Do I do any implosion flower marbles? I don't do any. If you want to see implosion flower marbles, there's a guy on TikTok. He goes by the name of Penthouse Pew, P-U-H. One of the best flower implosion people I've seen. I mean, he's fantastic. I wouldn't try to make one since he does such a good job. And when I have friends that make things, and frankly, they're better than me at that item, I'll send you their way. Yeah, because I have a lot of friends, and I like sending people to, places where I know they can go get some quality glass at a good price, and it's going to be well built. All right, so we're going to definitely need... Oh, crap, we need 1 pedal on here. It's looking goofy. Yeah, Penthouse is amazing. He's a great, fantastic marble artist. His flowers are just... they're pretty damn good. Let him know I sent you. But he's really good. And if you want a certain color flower, he'll definitely make it for you. All right, here we go. There we go. Fuse it in. Yeah, like I said, you'll be really happy with his work. And frankly, flower marble, he's better than me at it. So I'd rather send you to someone that can do a better job. It's definitely not my specialty. And right in there. Okay, I got one goofy pedal on here. It's pissing me off. I got to show it to you because it's goofy. You ever have one of those hairs that stick out the wrong way, like out of your head? I got a whole bunch of them, but like if you're a person that has perfect hair and that one just goes like that way, this is doing that. So you can see that pedal right there doing its own thing. See it? It's just like, no, I want to do my own thing right there. I don't want to participate with you guys. It's this one right there. Nope. I don't want to stick my finger on it. This guy right here. See? He's an independent thinker. If you want to see my self-portrait, I did a self-portrait of myself. If you're new to the channel and you want to see a self-portrait that I did, go ahead and type one in the chat. And then I will show you one of my favorite pieces that I keep. It's not for sale. It's a dragon dagger. It is a full dragon dagger. It's 19 inches tall. All right, let's bring this down a little bit. Let me fix this pedal that's doing its own damn thing here. There. You little sucker. That's amber purple. I knew I grabbed it wrong. All right, let me put these extensions down. All right, yeah, we'll grab the self-portrait here in just a minute. Stick around for just like, give me 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and I'll bring out the self-portrait and the dragon dagger, okay? Let me just get this all fused up. And there we go. All right, we're going to warm it up. So this one we're going to gold fume. And then we're going to borax laundry soap it too. So let's get the coloring done real quick. Okay, did you fall off? Nope, you're there. All right, so on the end of this little rod will be a little tiny chunk of gold. You can kind of see it sitting right at the top up there. That little tiny chunk of gold right there. Camera's having a hard time focus. Keep your eye on the rose. It's about to do its change. So what happens is the gold gets literally vaporized where it's lighter than the, flame, the gas in the flame, and it just transfers via the flame all the way on up it to the flower. You got to change this flame just a little. There we go. And here we go. So yeah, the gold just basically becomes a vapor. Technically, this is called fuming. But since most people don't know what fuming is, I just call it plating. Okay. I think I got a secondary flame running. There we go. That's the problem. There, now it'll pop out. And there we go. We got the beauty of gold happening. A little bit on the outside petals here. Like that. Actually, I'm going to leave that out just in case I need it. All right, so here we go. We're bringing it in. So it went from the clear to that color right there. We got the gold fume. And then we're going to add the borax to it. We're going to fume it with the borax, and it'll change it up again. Here we go. Little chunks flying off. It's okay. And it should make it a little more orangey. A little orange with some cranberry. It's going to lighten it up for a second. We're probably going to have to add a little more gold to it again. But you can see it just changed the color, and here it goes again. So now it just changed the color one more time. We're going to add a tiny bit more gold to it and get it to do its thing, and this one will be done. So a little bit gold. Not much to it. Trying for a cranberry color. And I think we got it. And here we go. So there is just gold and borax laundry soap. So there we are. Now we got all the color running through. I love that. It's just pure gold and clear. Nothing wrong with that at all. Park that way up there. All right, so as promised, we will bring out the... give me 1 second. Let me go grab the... let me grab my self-portrait. Gonna come over here. I gotta grab it. Okay. So the self-portrait, someone had bet me that I couldn't do a self-portrait out of glass, and I took the challenge. And I ended up winning the bet. But I had to do it when I was very young, like an image of when I was young, so it'd be recognizable. Let me pull out the version here. We'll zoom in so you can see it a little better. Okay, pop it up this way. All right, so this is my self-portrait when I was very young, and I won the bet. The challenge was a contest that I couldn't make a portrait of myself. So there I am. Like I said, I was really young. I had a really good sense of direction. And I was pretty fast back in the day. But that is my self-portrait. Yeah, I won't forget the dagger. Okay. Let's grab the dagger. So this is one of my favorite pieces, though. So this is the dragon dagger. Let me pop it out a little bit so you can get a view. There. So this is the dragon dagger. It is 19 inches tall. Not for sale at all. Has a really nice blade. It's pretty straight. I'll show you up close on the side the detail. But there we go. We'll bring it over to the side view so you can kind of get a... So there's the dragon head. Just pop it in. We can sculpt it with little tools. You can make the eyes with like a little brass tool. Bring it out this way so you can kind of see both sides. And then what I did here is this is a shiny side. I wanted to be able to have it Where if you hung it on a wall, you could have a shiny side or you could have a matte side. So that's the matte finish, sandblasted, and then this is just the fume side, the clear. And the blade is pretty straight. Might be a little wobble right there, but overall, not bad. Now the next one we're going to do, let me bring it in just a touch on camera. The next one I'm going to do, we're going to take it, and I'm going to not do claws off here. We're going to do dragon wings coming off. And then I want to add a spine to the back here. So like scales and a spine. 2 days. So you make the hilt, the way you do this is you make the handle, this part, one session in here, and then you got to let it cool. And then you come back the next day, you kind of fit them together and make sure that everything works out. Maybe the handle was too long for the blade or the blade was too short. And you have an opportunity to fix it before it's one piece. But once you're happy with it, you just reheat them both up and fuse them together. Yeah, then you just fuse it all together. Let me get my camera back in order. There we go. It's not for sale. That's like my personal piece. I don't want to sell it. Sorry, I need my Mountain Dew. No cold work on the blade. None. I would like to learn how to cold work the blade. Cold working the blade would be a heck of a lot easier. Not easier, but I could definitely get better shapes out of it. All right, let's make a marble real quick. We're going to do an end of the day marble. So let's get at it. What do you guys say? You ready? We're going to take some electrum, which is this color right here, that's diluted down. We're going to make some uranium with it and amber purple. So this is the electrum that is diluted down. Right there, it is super shimmery. We're going to take that, uranium, amber purple, and make it awesome. Yeah, I love Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is the way to go. All right, let's get it. You guys, you up for it? You guys want to hang with me while I do a marble? We're going to make it pretty cool, I promise. Might even fume it a little. We're definitely going to pop uranium in it. All right, let's get at it. So I like making end of the day marbles, kind of like taking little bits of color from the end of the day and you just make something cool out of it. I'll tell you, my favorite thing about marbles, they're impossible to break in shipping, or pretty much anywhere. Even the cracked ones I have, I could drop it on the floor and it's not going to break. So I never worry about shipping a marble. Could literally just put a label on the marble, I'd be happy. All right, so this is the electrum. I diluted it down. Oh, there you go, Kraken. No, I want to pull that little bit off. Just a little bit right there. All right, let's go for some uranium. So this is the uranium glass. I love uranium glass. You make colorful beads and animals. Awesome. That is awesome. Always like it when someone's making a living or having fun at it. Okay. I think I got enough uranium on here. I don't want to use this all. Yeah. So next step, we're going to encase over that uranium. And it's going to magnify it a little bit. Then we're going to do the whole amber purple thing. There we go. Keep going. Okay, we got this section done. We're going to add the amber purple to the other side. And that's going to be a beautiful piece. Christy, thank you for the shrooms. Rockin' shrimp. Thank you so much. You guys talking tea on YouTube? I see orange spice and cinnamon. So you guys got to be talking tea. All right, we're going to separate this. Let's get the amber purple on here, and then we'll encase that as well. So we're going to separate it there. Put that off to the side. So let me show you what, my glasses have a filter in it called didymium. And basically it filters out a certain light spectrum. I don't know the actual nanometers with it, but I'm going to bring it up close for you so you can see the flame right here. And this is the same material as my glasses. And I'm going to drop this in front of the flame and you can kind of see how I see the world. And so that is what I see. This is that. Now if I kick it down a notch, now it definitely makes a drastic difference there versus that. But yeah, that's how I see the world with it. The only drawback is you can notice everything changes color through it, even the uranium. Oh, camera. So that covers the uranium up a little and all that. That's why I don't use a filter on the camera the whole time. It makes everything purple blue. And I don't want to be a blue Oompa Loompa. Okay. All right, let's add the amber purple on here. And there we go. I have no patience at the moment. What's up, Tiger? Thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate that. Or Tigris, let me see. I can't see, the chat's like really blinding me at the moment. But thank you so much. All right, a little bit more. Here we go. We're going to melt this sucker in. So this has uranium, amber purple, some shimmer to it. You know, I'm going to use all this amber purple. We're just going to go for it. We're going to use the whole damn thing. Okay, right there. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of flatten this out a little bit. And it's going to kind of go into a UFO shape. And then from there, we're going to stretch it out sideways. And it's going to kind of look like a dragon eye. After I do that, I'm going to push it back together into a round form. When I start doing that, it naturally starts spiraling. So this will look like a very traditional marble, like the spiral and the color, or the spiral and the style. The colors are not going to be traditional. But the actual style, this will be very old world look. So we bring it over here, just gently push it in a slight amount. General rule of thumb, glass does not like to be forced into a position. Okay? And then we're going to switch what's called the punty. We're just going to switch it up a little. We're going to flatten that other side out a little bit. I can't wait to show you this, though. Wait till you see this. There's a little surprise because it looks awesome. This is why I love this combination. Wait till you see it. Let me get this little nipple off here. There. I don't think I have to put it in the mold even. I just have to round it up a little. All right, you ready? Here we go. We're going to drop it into the side view. And we're going to get that really cool shimmer to it. And here we go. So it has that kind of really reflective sun disk look. Now that'll be super bright uranium green when it's done. But you can see it kind of has that, wherever it goes, it kind of shimmers all over the place. It's a bad color. In a good way. Okay, let's grab it up. So this is where I was saying we're going to have to change up the direction a little bit. So we take it and we fuse a little punty to the side, 90 degrees. And then we're going to let it drip for a second. I'm going to bring the view in a little closer again. There. Then we bring it over here and tap. Off it comes. Bring it up. Now you can see there's a little bit of the amber purple, and look at this color starting to pop out. I promise it's going to look absolutely amazing when it's all done. Yeah, just wait. It gets way better. Star Sapphire. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Bale. Yeah, exactly. Star Sapphire. Bring it up there and nope, down. And move it over 1 second. I think I need to reset the window this way. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so we're going to attach another one to the side. Yeah, this is going to be beautiful. Wait till you see it done. Again, it has that traditional marble style. Very traditional. Okay, so I'm going to heat right in the dead center here. I don't want it hitting the sides of the two rods. Now, in your view, it looks like it's hitting the flame. The flame is hitting the two sides. It's not. And if we bring it down a little tighter here, you'll see exactly where I'm focusing. Because like I said, we're going to take this and we're going to stretch it out a little bit. A little bit more. And when I'm heating this, I'm only using the bottom part of the flame. I don't have it all the way in. I'm just kind of skimming the bottom. Three, two, one. We're going to bring it out. And slowly start to pull. Heat it up a little more, and that's why I said it looks like a dragon eye. Here we go. To me, it really does look like a dragon's eye. If I knew what a real dragon looked like. I would have to imagine that's what it looks like. So now we got the colors running through. And so we're going to reheat now. And then as I push it back into a round shape, it's going to get a natural twist. There we go. And thank you guys for hanging with me. Everybody, thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. All right. We are looking really fantastic here. And here we go. We're not too far off from finishing this marble now. There we go. So we're going to separate it here and start getting it round. Oh, yeah. Sound like the Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah. I'm about as big as a Kool-Aid man, too. Bayo. Yeah, it has to, I have to make sure it goes through and doesn't crack. Ragnar, one of my favorite names. What's up, my friend? Amanda, thank you for saying that. I appreciate you too. Yep, you just have to message the fieryguy.com about this and make sure you say the last marble of the day. It's uranium. Just say a uranium shimmer. Amber, purple, uranium shimmer. Those are the three colors in it. These are three very stable colors, so technically it should be good. But we won't we won't want you to pay for it until we open the kiln and make sure it is good. I'm not like desperate for money where I want you to pay for it and then open it and have it cracked. I want to make sure everything is good to go with it first. Okay, we got it going. We're just going to use the mold. So when I use the mold, I got to change the view. When I use the marble mold, one of the things that took me a while to figure out when I was learning this, you can't force the glass into the mold. You kind of have to let the weight of the glass kind of do its thing on its own and just let it flow on its own. If you force it, you're going to get all these little wrinkles and divots and all kinds of bad things happen. So you come over to the first one here and it just kind of fits in, not all the way, just a little bit, and it helps start the shaping. Then we're going to bring it over and we're going to use a smaller ring here. So the ultimate way to get this round is you want it riding around the whole rim of the mold. So if there's a high spot, it pushes it in. If there's a low spot, it takes the high spot and pushes it in. So it should never fit in the mold in the last portion. So you can literally two-finger it like that. And then you keep going a little bit smaller in the size. This is looking really, really, really good. We're going to go to the smaller mold. I'm glad I moved these up front so you guys can see them all. I had these all buried off to the side a little bit, and I think you were missing the view. I think those hot shots are kind of fun. If you're new to my channel on here, I do like having audience participation in a way. So I like you being interactive. I like being able to share with you the process. I'm not teaching glassblowing, but I am sharing the process of how things happen and why they happen or why I do things a certain way. Because I can't tell you how many live streams I've watched, especially chainsaw people. I know that it's loud for them and stuff, but like I watch a chainsaw, like the wood carvers out of chainsaw, I could only handle that for like 5 minutes. Because sometimes you're just watching, you can't see what they're doing, and you're like, all right, I'm out of here. And it's not that they're doing a bad thing, but I like to hear what's going on. Okay, what's it say? Bayo, I'd love to create a pendant piece that has one of his uranium marbles in it. Oh, yeah, we could do that. All right, let's take a look at the side shot. This is the hot shot of it. Well, I'm glad you're relaxing. All right, so not much to view there, right? This is where I have my fun. I call it, I just like the reveal part. Ready? So we get a little bit of color bouncing through there. That amber purple is starting to do its thing. Now watch as the shimmer comes around to its side. We might get a better view of it in the next session. Yeah, we're going to get a better view of it this next one. The next one is going to be a better view. You're going to get a really cool looking view to it. That one was okay. This one's going to be... Someone said I should take my hot shots like the live streams and create wallpaper for phones. I'm going to try it on my own. But some of these glass images look really good. So I was thinking, yeah, it might be kind of a cool wallpaper. And that's a punty right there. Very soft, very small, small, small version there. Okay, we got that separated. Now we just have to pull off a little bit here. There we are. Oh yeah. I'm gonna hot shot it before we get too far into it because this little spiral looks cool in a shot. Ready? Bring it down. One more time. But to me, that it would look kind of cool as a wallpaper for a phone. Like right there. Then we'll bring it in and pop the colors on there. Oh, look at the purple. See the purple popping out? Yeah, this is going to be a beautiful marble. I think my liquid tank is angry at me at the moment. I think it's losing pressure. It's got plenty of liquid oxygen in it, but I think the tank's frozen. What were my other hobbies? No, I didn't scribble, no notebooks. I rode my bike. I was a BMX kid. And I had those super spiky pedals that when they spun back around and hit your shins, they made you bleed. They were like these really sharp, sharp pedals for grip. And it didn't matter what kind of shoe I wore. I even had Vans. Man, that sucker would slip off, spin back around, and kill your shin. Oh yeah, they hurt. Yeah, they do look like plants. I started archiving some Venus flytrap, speaking of plants, pictures. So I definitely want to make Venus flytrap. Yeah, those pedals, man, they would just tear your shins apart. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I don't see any flaws in it. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll just have to detach it from the holding rod, the punty. Oh, how about a side view instead of me trying to scoot around like out of the frame? Sometimes I don't get it. There we go. So that is going to be very, very purpley, hopefully. You can see the purple starting to form on the bottom down there. So that color is going to extend all the way up top here. Then we got that shimmer running through. You can see that shimmer way deep inside there. That's the uranium glass covering it up. Like that. Oh, look at that. There's the purple. Like I said, it's going to be a very, very traditional style marble. Very traditional. This is at the fieryguy.com. You have to message us. And then this is Dragonfly Creations holder. I keep telling people, if you're a glassblower and you do not have this, you are missing out. You are missing a tool you should definitely have. Then we grip it here, and this is how you get it off the stick. You go 3, 2, 1, pop, off it comes. And I'll show you the little punty mark. Not a lot of people get to see this. People are like scared to show it, not me. So see that little mark right there, right in the center? That little scar is where the rod was attached. So it's just a little rough, and we're going to take a flame and smooth it out. Just like that, and that's all. That's it. It's all done. Let's see if we can show you some color. It's kind of cooled off a little. Let's see if we can get some color showing out. Up there's the purple. The green uranium is starting to show. We got it up top there. All the way around. There's the purple. Now tell me that's not a transition. Purple. Green. Pretty, right? Let's see if the uranium's showing up. Nope, not quite yet. While the uranium's hot, it doesn't show. Okay, it's a wandering marble. Get back there. Okay, this is contact Dragonfly Creation. It is Dragonfly Creation 14. It is her marble holder. And she has a little extra tool with it too. Let me bring it out a little closer. She could probably pop on here on TikTok, and Groves can get you the information too. But there's a little, comes with this tool as well. So this is like a little cup. So when you get the marble in there, you can take the cup and kind of swirl it through. Damn it, I don't have a good view here. Hold on. So there we go. So this is a little cup. And you can have the marble in there and just kind of swirl it through. It just helps shape the marble. Yeah, it's one of the best tools, but one of the better things I found is you can hold ornaments with it. So not just beads or marbles, but ornaments. Okay, I have to call it. I have exhausted myself at the moment. Thank you for everybody. We did hit 20,000 on YouTube tonight. Thank you, and thank you for putting up with the multi-stream. Apparently I had 2 streams going. And I did not know it. Christy, thank you. It's good seeing you, Christy. I enjoy seeing you. Yeah, thank you guys. Mods, thank you so much. Members on YouTube, thank you so much. And subscribers, thank you. And TikTok, all the subscribers and followers, thank you so much. You made my